Hello and welcome, my massive milk dribbles. It's SJB here, and we are currently playing BTD5 Deluxe! No, we're playing BTD6, and we're playing a BTD5 Deluxe map, though. I actually want to talk a little bit about BTD5 Deluxe and the drama that happened around that game, which was really, really weird, by the way. And I want to show off some ninja action for you guys today. I've been focusing on the new maps a little bit too much, and I've not been focusing on the changes in towers and how they can hopefully be used in a more effective way or less effective way in our current games. So we're going to be talking about the ninjas a lot today, specifically the bottom path ninja. I want to talk about Flash Bomb and the Master Bomber eventually, but before we get there, just know that things are going to be probably pretty easy for now, but later on, with this ninja, who knows what's going to happen. Ah, Flash Bomb! Go, 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 go! Oh, barely, dude. We are playing chimps right now, so this is legit. We got to do it real here. Currently running a black chimps medal, but I don't know if that's going to last forever here. First of all, big change. Flash Bomb. So, it should be noted that increased attack speed is probably the best thing for you to get in most situations, but Distraction's not absolutely horrible, especially if you want to do some sort of mix here. But to start, Ninja Discipline's better because we've got increased attack speed. Now, the recent change here that I wanted to talk about in the last update is the stun duration. It is increased from 1 to 1.3 seconds for these bombs here, just allowing us more time to pop things. This guy's turned into less of a popper and more of a staller, stunner thingamajigger. So, is he good now? Well, don't forget he pops lead balloons. He's got camo lead popping power. He's got purple popping power. He's got literally every type of popping power you could possibly imagine. So that's pretty cool right from the get-go. He's not a tower that most people would normally go for, though. And I think the reason why is because people don't often support him properly. He's not designed to be the full popper here, but obviously in a Dora ninja combo so far, doing pretty good. Don't forget that you can buff him even further by doing Elks and things like that, but you're probably better off buffing him with middle path ninjas. So don't forget that these guys are pretty expensive, but we can buff them up to 20 times if we're feeling feisty here. Though I'll be honest with you, we probably won't be able to afford both a Master Bomber here and a bunch of Shinobis, so we kind of have to like pick our battles here. But for now, just note that this thing is going pretty well. I am actually very happy with what we got right now. And don't forget that the 4th year did not get a change, but Sticky Bomb is still a Sticky Bomb, and it can annihilate a lot of early game MOABs. Through the 40s, through the 50s, even through some of the 60s here, Sticky Bomb's kind of like his own master of disaster for the early game. So first MOAB goes down pretty easily. One big bomb, Sticky... explosions on the inside here are kind of powerful enough, but it's honestly a lot of the distraction action that's actually keeping us in the game right now. So, against the first MOAB, great against the MOAB layer. Okay against the ceramics on the inside. So, instead of relying on just going for full-on Sticky Bomb action here, I think I'm going to go for a second Flash Bomb. Why not, dude? This is kind of a weird strategy, but it can work. We stunned the balloons for a long time, and maybe I should get something else that can kind of pop some balloons. I'm thinking maybe artillery battery or something reasonably strong against the balloons here. Just keep them kind of in place with these ninjas, and then actually explode them or get them out of the way with something else. Here's round 49, and honestly, this is going fantastic. Check out round 50 as well. The issue here is that the MOAB kind of almost sneaks through my ninjas, but with all the stunning power, holy crap, that is not bad at all. So I told you guys, I was thinking something pretty decent, and I think mortar is probably just my best option here. I really like artillery battery, and I think on this map in particular, it's going to be delicious, because it's got so many areas where I can just explode balloons here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or anywhere. I mean, they're just perfect locations, and right next to us, right at the very beginning of the map here as well. You kind of just can't beat it. So while we watch the 50s hopefully just get annihilated by this weird kind of low-level ninja combo with an artillery battery, and while we save up a crap ton of money to hopefully get our Master Bomber, hopefully 43,000 is going to be kind of pricey, and once we see VIPs, things might get a little feisty. I don't know. We're gonna see. But while we've got that time, while we hopefully watch this ownage, I want to talk a little bit about BTD5 Deluxe. So if you guys are, first of all, less than like 11 years old, BTD5 Deluxe, I think, is before your time completely. All right, I think that's about how old BTD5 Deluxe was, if not even older than that, maybe like 12 years ago, which is just absolutely insane. Insane. And the only reason I know this is not because I remember what exactly happened 11 or 12 years ago, and not because I've done tons of research, but I searched on Google BTD5, or no, I just searched Ocean Road SJB. That's all I searched. And it popped up an 11-year-old video with 1.1 thousand views of me beating deflation mode up to level 88 on this map right here, Ocean Road. And I gotta admit, it looks actually way better on BTD6 than it does on BTD5, or BTD5 Deluxe. But what I want to talk about is BTD5 Deluxe in particular. What the heck is BTD5 Deluxe? Well, BTD5 came out, and for a long time, you just played BTD5. That's just kind of how things happen. And back then, it was mostly a Flash game. It was not a mobile game and all the other nonsense. It was mostly a Flash game. And Ninja Kiwi, before they actually made things like extremely mobile-based, they decided, well, hey, what if we could get all the people that like playing Bloons Tower Defense 5 to buy a software version that they could download onto their computer and allow them to actually play it from their computer offline and everything. And what if we call it BTD5 Deluxe and charge them, I believe at the time it was $15. Okay, so yes, that did actually happen. That was a real thing. BTD5 Deluxe. It came with like a few extra new maps. It came with a couple extra special missions like the Crucible, which allowed us to get the most powerful temple ever created, I believe. And it came with 2 towers that were not supposed to ever be in the regular games. There was never supposed to be an engineer in the regular games, and there was never supposed to be a balloon chipper in the regular games. Those were supposed to be 2 towers that never ended up existing. But Ninja Kiwi backtracked a little bit. They're like, well, wait. Engineer's a pretty cool tower. Balloon chipper, not so much. But Engineer's a pretty cool tower. We kind of like this idea. We should probably say, screw all of the BTD Deluxe people and say, take their money and run and just retract everything. And in fact, I think if you ask Ninja Kiwi, like right now, what their biggest regret ever was, besides maybe the BTD Battles 2 launch, it would probably just be BTD5 Deluxe in general. Everything about BTD Deluxe. They did not make a lot of money on it. There's a lot of problems with it. People were hacking it like crazy. And because it was like a one-time purchase and then you didn't have to buy anything after that, they weren't getting any of the additional money that they were making from other sources. So don't quote me on any of that. This is all just based on my information that I think that I've gotten from Ninja Kiwi over the years. This is not like hand-picked, direct quoted stuff from Ninja Kiwi directly. This is just kind of what I've understood from them. But they hated BTD5 Deluxe in general. So anyways, here we are now playing BTD5 Deluxe maps on BTD6 though. And now I feel like I probably should use the engineer because this was a really, really cool tower back in the day. But again, we're focusing on these ninjas, so that's what I've got to do for now. If you're enjoying the BTD5 Deluxe talk and you want to get even more deluxeified, make sure you use my creator support code. It's just SJB. Thanks, guys. Alrighty, so on round 75, which is like the perfect round to get this guy, we can afford the Master Bomber. And I've got to talk about this guy. He's got some interesting changes, and I believe that it's going to make him significantly worse, but I guess we'll see. It could just be one of those things where worse is relative. I mean, bad in some ways, better in others, and that just changes him. You know, he used to be able to just, like, pop all types of Moabs kind of late game if you get enough buffs, but maybe now he can't pop everything. And I think one of the ways that he's going to be effective here is he's not going to be able to pop DDTs as effectively. Probably. So let's go over these changes really, really quickly. So this is just the Master Bomber. This is not affecting anything else, but the Master Bomber's sticky attack rate reduced from 2 to every 5 seconds. That's more than twice as slow. But the damage is increased by 3 times, from 1,000 to 3,000. So, if you don't know, BFB has about 700 health, Zomagata has about 4,000 health, so basically 2 hits and his Zomagat's dead. That's pretty freaking sweet, especially against when we get to like bad balloons and stuff like that. Like 7 hits, maybe 8 hits to kill a bad is pretty freaking sweet. Alright, that is powerful. But, The Master Bomber sticky area of effect damage increased from 300 to 600 is also going to help us out. So this sounds like a fantastic just buff, 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 but that's really buff, buff, nerf. And that nerf aspect, shooting 2.5 times the slow, how is that going to affect us? Well, number one thing is maybe we can adjust the speed accordingly. So we can get the jungle drums on our village here, make them shoot a little faster. We can get a couple Shindo beasts, make him shoot a little bit faster, and then with that combo, maybe it just ends up being ridiculously powerful. So that's all I want to do. I want to build quite a few ninjas here, and just kind of see where we're at. First of all, we're popping a lot of bloons. I should mention, these other ninjas stunning things like crazy is kind of awesome. And honestly, fortified ceramics are usually a pretty big deal. Not today. When you've got this much stunning power, it's kind of absurd. I don't even think I need to build more sticky bombs. They're just slowing things down. So one thing I am going to do is I'm going to buy one more, I should say flash bomb. I'm going to buy one more sticky bomb. I'm going to buy a few more ninjas in here, and then I think I do want to build a couple more towers here that aren't just spamming ninjas, I think. It feels weird to me, especially on a map like this, that I'm just only going solo ninjas. It just feels wrong, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Dang, I'm going the wrong... Oh, great. All right, 10 times. That sounds good. So I'm going to leave him on first. I'm not going to leave him on strong. And to be honest, I just kind of want to see how far this is going to go. This is pretty great, actually. So far, I am not upset. I thought this was going to be a pretty big nerf, but I don't know. Oh my god, it's going down that easily. And with the grouped attack damage on these Moabs, I mean, they're all kind of bundled up here with all the stunning power as well. What if we get something else that can just stun the Moabs in place, or keep them on the screen for a little bit longer? Or maybe we should go BTD5 Deluxe style. If only a balloon chipper existed, we can go BTD5 Deluxe style and go for some sort of engineer. Probably not the greatest. I don't even know where to put him, man. I kind of want to put him in range of the village, but I kind of want to put him back here. We're going to put him back here. We're going to just go for the top path. Sentry Expert, we can stun some things as well, shoot across the way. And then if we go for Sentry Champion, I mean, just tons of extra ceramic popping power if they try to sneak through my defense. All right, here's the real test, though. DDTs. Now, with 3 DDTs, I'm not expecting any major issues. But once we get to round 95s, like 20 DDTs, that could be absurd. Could be. All right, few camo leads, DDTs, dead, and dead. Okay, no problem there. I'm actually really happy with this guy. As far as pop count goes, though, let's check this out real quick. 316, 320,000 for this guy. Artillery batter with 258. Sauda with 200,000. Clearly, he's not all that dominant, seemingly. It's like everybody else that's doing a lot of the work here. These ninjas clearly doing nothing at this point, but really it's everybody kind of working in unison, I guess. Even Sauda. 20,000 for a hero? That's actually a lot of pops. Ooh! Alright, a lot of Zomagods, a lot of Moabs, a lot of BFBs. Ideally, what you want to do is you want to pop the fastest balloons. Leave the strongest or slowest balloons on the screen for as long as possible, and that's one thing we got going for us. When we leave him on first instead of strong, we can slowly pop those Zomagods. Slowly over time, pop through. Oh, here we go, DDTs again! This time, oh my god, we just popped 3 of them with a single shot, I think. Dude, that's pretty good. This guy's impressing the crap out of me right now. I am very happy with my Master Bomber at the moment. I don't know how you guys feel, and I know this is a long map, so don't get me wrong. But we have a lot of money saved up. I have not been going for the greatest ever combo of towers here. This is kind of just like, okay, and I've not been using my abilities at all. Alright, so one other thing that I can do is I can move my artillery battery to a more opportune location. Pop the ceramics a little better in the back of the map. Alright, 94 is a big balloon round. And this time around, no problemo. Wow. That goes down easy. 95. This is the real test for me. I have a feeling that if I use no abilities, I think I'm going to die. I think. But I don't know. I've been surprised. Everything's been going pretty good. DDT's getting stunned together here, and then getting blown up all together. It's delicious. Oh my gosh. There we go. All right, I'm sorry I just made that noise, man. I don't even know. I got a little too excited, man. Got a little too excited for my own well-being. All right, round 96 here, another big balloon round. A lot more fast balloons and everything with $50,000 saved up at this point. Move my artillery battery back into position. Again, oddly enough, one random, I guess 2 random flash bombs are stunning all the ceramics that we are having coming out against us. All of them. Every single ceramic so far has been stunned, like, in this general location. I have not gotten very many pops. Oh, this guy's actually got a lot of pops, too. 31,000 for how long he's been around. That's pretty good. All right, reinforce. Oh, my God, go down so easy. Whew. Master Bomber. You dirty dog, you. I totally thought this was more of a nerf than a buff, but it seems like it is indeed a buff. Master Bomber. New best ninja? He actually has been pretty good for a while now, but dang. All right, now this is the complete game changer for us. Round 98. With no abilities, how could we possibly? How could we possibly? There's no way the Master Bomber could take down all of this. Is there? Is there? All right, so the mobs are finally trying to sneak through our defense. So this could be an issue. This could be an issue. So we're going to start using some abilities. Let's go for the Artillery Battery Blast first. Still not doing bad. Master Bomber exploding the crap out of these mobs, man. And we take down those balloons, and then again, because we had them on first here, we can slowly take down the bigger balloons. Oh, with 1 artillery battery blast and over nearly $70,000 saved up. What is going on? All right, DDTs, but bigger DDTs this time. Oh, gosh. All right, we're getting some stunning power here, but it's a little more on the sketch side. We're going to go for Sada's ability, and... oh! He doesn't have cam detection. We would have lost. Our Black Chips medal's gone. All right, so I think this is going to be the game changer for us. I spent a little bit of money on Moab Glue, and then I also decided to get the cam detection on this village here, and that should be enough, I think. Balloons are going down. Yeah, not as big of a fight that time around. And here's the real question here. 3,000. It's slow, but 3,000 again. Honestly, that's not bad. That's Mob Eliminator damage we're talking about. Mob Eliminator ability damage we're talking about here. And he's doing that every, like, few seconds. Look how fast the bad balloon got popped. I don't think there's another tower that can pop the bad balloon faster that doesn't require a bunch of abilities. Like, sure, Preemptive Strike, you get a double dose of them. Maybe a perma-brewed tax zone or something like that. A Mob Eliminator, maybe. I mean, there's like towers that are like so expensive, 135,000. Yeah, you could do it with the super mines, but can you do it with a $43,000 tower here? That was insane. I am unbelievably impressed. We did it with $63,000 saved up, and honestly, we could have done it with even more if we tried to just optimize a little bit more and maybe not use this engineer. Oh my gosh, and he's got almost 1 million pops here as well. So, I am a little bit flabbergasted. I am impressed. Very, very impressed. And what I want to do is I just want to see how long, if I don't use any abilities anymore, how long can I survive? I think it's just going to be a couple rounds, but let's have a blast with it. Let's see if this ninja really is as powerful as I'm hoping he is. One thing I do want to mention really quickly, though, is that he is still only 10 times Shinobified, and I could easily get him to 10 times more Shinobified if I want to. I just thought this was a good, like, normal amount of Shinobification. All right, this could finally be the end for us. We've got some reinforced BFBs here. If I don't use any abilities, if I use any abilities, I probably could survive. But without any abilities, it's going to be close. Oh, I got no stunning power back there. And as soon as they actually start to sneak through my defense, bam, shazam, they're gone. Over 1 million pops, beautiful. I have not been that surprised in a long time. Ninja Kiwi, you surprised me in a very interesting way. And if you guys want to, surprise me even more, press that like button. Let's get to 2,000 likes on this video just because. And subscribe if you haven't. And have a super duper delicious day.